Howdy mates, good afternoon, how are y'all doing? It is Thursday, August 31st, 2023. Hard to believe that August is practically wrapping up. You may notice that I'm definitely in a different type of setting right now. I'm actually in a little cave opening. I'm over visiting the Maquoketa Caverns State Park, which surprisingly is in Iowa, as a matter of fact. However, though, we're a bit further in eastern Iowa, which we aren't terribly far from the Mississippi River. Yeah, you may be surprised of the fact that I'm wearing a hat, even though it's completely shaded in here. Keeps the hair contained a bit more. But anyway, you know how with several of my videos, how I was talking about, when I was over in Utah, about canyons and arches. Surprisingly, for the same exact reason, caves are formed using the same material, which is water. You see, essentially, how caves are really created is due to the fact that as we have carbon dioxide within the atmosphere, water, what it will do is it will absorb that carbon dioxide. And in turn, that produces something known as carbonic acid, which goes by the chemical structure or composition of H2CO3. And typically when you have that carbonic acid, the combination of water and carbon dioxide, it creates an acidic solution. And the thing is, with limestone, that's the primary bedrock that makes up caves, at least in this area, or for a majority of the Midwest. The limestone is made up of calcium carbonate. And what happens is when carbonic acid makes its way in to any form of crack, that's all it needs, any opening, that carbonic acid will essentially dissolve the limestone. And as a result, it creates a larger and wider opening. And thus, essentially what happens is passageways are formed. And really another reason of how caves form is you have the passageways that are completely on the bottom of a cavern system, which represents the aquifer. So you figure with water flow happening, the rock will slowly but surely dissolve and will create caverns as a result. And sometimes what creates a cavern is a sinkhole, which I'm sure many of you have heard of that. But generally, the terminology associated with caverns, especially in hilly regions, is karst topography. Oh my goodness. You can even see some chipmunks. Oh man. I would have never thought that Iowa would have had something like this. That's, there's that common belief that, all of Iowa is flat and just cornfields. I guess during my time over here, you could say I may have a chance to prove that wrong. But anyways, caverns, in essence, you will have your formations, stalactites, which are found on the ceiling, stalagmites are on the ground, and typically how that works is initially when water percolates through limestone, you've got calcium bicarbonate. But then once the water approaches, or I should say, once that water gets into open area to get exposed to more oxygen, the bicarbonate will then convert into calcium carbonate. And as a result, it will create those different cave formations that I just spoke of. However, though, in that particular opening, you couldn't really see them because, unfortunately, this place has had a little bit of a history of vandalism from what I read. So it's very unfortunate in that case. Pretty cool, though, how when it comes to caverns, there is quite a bit of chemistry involved. Goes hand in hand. So, alright. Take care, you guys. Have a good one.